The most important thing to me is that we never give in to despair. There's always hope, and even in the darkest times, when it feels like nothing can get better, I try to find something that I can do, however small, to contribute to a world that is more just and more free. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me hopeful. I've been thinking a lot about what you said, about the idea of despair, hopelessness, giving up. And I've been thinking about how in the darkest moments, how in the times where it feels like everything is terrible and there's no light at the end of the tunnel, how we have to still find something, however small, that we can do to contribute to making the world a better place. Because as you've said many times, the chain of events that has brought us to this point has been forged in the fires of injustice, of oppression, of people giving up, of people becoming hopeless. And so we have to make sure that we don't add to that chain. We have to make sure that we don't become the despair that so many people have become. And so even in the darkest moments, even when it feels like everything is terrible, we have to find something, however small, that we can do to contribute to a better world. Maybe it's just being kind to a stranger. Maybe it's lending a helping hand to someone who's struggling. Maybe it's speaking out against injustice when we see it. But we have to do something. We have to be the antidote to despair. We have to be the antidote to hopelessness. Because as you've said many times, the most important thing to you is that we never give in to despair. There's always hope. And even in the darkest times, when it feels like nothing can get better, I try to find something that I can do, however small, to contribute to a world that is more just and more free. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me hopeful. So, thank you for your words. Thank you for your example. You've shown me that it's possible to endure the most terrible suffering, to endure the most difficult circumstances, and still come out the other side with hope and with a sense of purpose. And that's a lesson that I will never forget. As you probably know, Marcus Aurelius wrote about this, about the idea that we should focus on what we can control, on what we can do, on the things that are up to us, and not worry about the things that we can't control, the things that are not up to us. And one of the things that I've learned from you, from your example, is that we can control our attitude. We can control our perspective, and that's something that nobody can take away from us. Nobody can take away our freedom to choose our attitude, to choose our perspective, to choose how we respond to the world around us. And that's something that I've really tried to hold on to in my own life. So, thank you for your example. Thank you for showing me that it's possible to be hopeful, to be positive, to be joyful, even in the darkest of times.